In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Hello everyone and welcome to another one of our English language lessons. This one will be for the first intermediate grade and it will be for the second semester. It is called Food Facts. We're going to take some reading and vocabulary. This lesson was prepared by Ms. Abir Al-Anizi and it will be presented by yours truly, Muhannad Al-Dhayan. Alright, so first of all, as always, here are the lesson objectives. We are going to be able to present functions and vocabulary in the context of a magazine column. Then, to give students practice in identifying specific information in the text. Then, we'll be able to give students practice in using some of the vocabulary presented in this lesson. Alright, so our lesson today is all about vocabulary. Okay, first of all, let's have a small warm-up. Do you usually eat healthy food? What do you think, in your opinion, do you usually eat healthy food? Well, I believe here in Saudi Arabia, usually we tend to have a lot of fruits like this one in this picture, as you can see, like this in this picture. We usually tend to have them after lunch usually. So, that's why I will say maybe or probably we eat a little bit of healthy food. I guess so. That's of course as a general thing in Saudi Arabia because after the main meal, which is lunch usually, we have some fruits. So in that case, do we usually eat healthy food? Probably not always, but let's say sometimes. Let's say sometimes we do. Sometimes we do. Alright. So first of all, as you can see here is Q&A. And do you know what is the meaning of Q&A, or what do they want us to understand? What does the Q stand for and what does the A stand for? Well, it stands for two things. It stands for questions and answers. And this week, find out about food. Well, of course, as you can see, here in this one, it's sort of like something, an article in a magazine. Do you know what is the meaning of a magazine? It's something that you buy and you read. Not a book, no. It gets like a new version let's say every week, and some of them actually gets a new version less than that. Some more, some less. Alright, so here as you can see, here are, let's see, I believe there are five questions, and it's from many people. Alright, so we're gonna read them. We're gonna read them together, and we will look at the answers beneath it, and then we will have some questions about them. Okay, so let's start. Number one. How much food does a person eat a year? That was a question from Andy in Bath. 2. Are all carrots orange? That's from Paul in Oxford. 3. My brother says potatoes, or some people actually call it potatoes, but still, my brother says potatoes and onions taste the same. That's not true, right? That one was from Cliff from Leeds. Then, is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable? Also, some people call it tomato, actually. Tomato. Is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable? That was from John from Plymouth. Then finally, can you eat all mushrooms? That was from Tim from Manchester. Alright, so as you can see here, you remember the questions. Do you remember the questions, guys? Alright, as you can see from the first one. Okay, let's read the whole answers over here. It says A. Well, a lot of people think that these vegetables have a different taste, but they don't. The problem is their smell. You don't believe it, huh? Try this test then. Pinch your nose and eat them with your eyes closed. Okay. B. Well, scientists say it is a fruit, but cooks usually call it a vegetable. You see, the tomato isn't sweet like fruit. Alright. So in C. No, some are dangerous, others are tasty and healthy. The matsutake mushroom is delicious, but it's quite expensive. Some people in Japan pay $2,000 for a kilogram. D. Well, at the supermarket we usually find orange carrots, but there can be other colors too. Purple, white, yellow. Strange, huh? E. The average person eats about 682 kilograms of food a year, but people eat about 68 kilograms of beef, 16 kilograms of eggs, 22 kilograms of chicken, 31 kilograms of bread, 57 kilograms of potatoes, 37 kilograms of fruit, and drink about 132 liters of milk. Wow, that was an interesting, let's say, some information. That was really interesting. But as you can see here, do you think they are answering the questions? Well, yes, they are giving the answers, but are they in order? We mean that is question A, and let's say, for example, is question 5 and answer E. Does the answer E answers for question 5? Well, probably not. In that case, what do we need to do, guys? What do we need to do? We actually need to match. We need to match them. So, read and match the questions with the answers. Okay, so let's go to the first one. Once again, let's go to the first one. As you can see here, we have on the left A, as you can see, A on the left, and we have the questions 1 to 5 on the right. So, let's do it, guys. Let's do it together. Come on. First of all, as you can see, well, a lot of people think that these vegetables have a different taste, but they don't. The problem is their smell. You don't believe it, huh? Try this test then. Pinch your nose and eat them with your eyes closed. Which question is that? Do you think it's how much food does a person eat a year? Do you think that's suitable for it? Well, not to me. No, actually, I don't believe that. So, what is it? Let's look for the other questions. Okay, so this is A, as we have seen. This is A. So what do you think? Which one is the most suitable? Is it about carrots and their colors? Well, no, it is not about carrots and their colors. However, as you can see here, my brother says potatoes and onions taste the same. That's not true, right? What do you think here? See? Have different taste, but they don't. The problem is their smell. You don't believe me? You think that's appropriate or that's suitable? Well, yes, that's suitable. That is suitable. So, we have A. We can put A with number 3. That's right. We can put A with the number 3. Here is the answer. It's number 3. Okay, so let's move to the second one. We have here B and C. Alright, so with B over here it says, well, scientists say it is a fruit, but cooks usually call it a vegetable. You see, the tomato is not sweet like fruit. So alright, we were done with 3. 3 is enough. That's it. We don't have to go through number 3 again. So let's start from the bottom, from 5. In 5, you can see they are saying, can you eat all mushrooms? Is this one about mushrooms, guys? Is this one about mushrooms? Well, probably not, because it speaks about fruit, and then cooks usually call it a vegetable, and then they say, I believe, they are giving it just to us. They are saying tomato, just like this. So, what do we have to do? We have to look for something that is speaking about tomatoes, about a sentence that has tomatoes in it. So in that case, is 4 suitable, guys? Is 4 suitable? Is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable? Yes, that's the one. Yes, because they say that cooks call it a vegetable. However, it is actually fruit. Well, scientists say it's fruit. Cooks call it a vegetable. And we don't know. So in that case, that's the question. That's the question. So we match B with, which is number 4. Okay, what about C now? What about C, as you can see here? No, some are dangerous, others are tasty and healthy. The matsutake mushroom is delicious, but it's quite expensive. Some people in Japan pay $2,000 for a kilogram. What do you think? Which one is that? Well, it's obvious. Let's look for the word. Come on, which word do we have to look for? That's right, the word mushroom, as you can see here. Where is the word mushroom over here? As you can see, that's the one. And it says here, eat. And it says here, some are dangerous. What do you think about that? Do you think that's suitable? Well, yes, that's suitable. So, as we have here, C, we can take C and put it next to 5, because that's the answer. Okay, we have only 2 left. On D, as you can see, well, that at the supermarket we usually find orange carrots, but there can be other colors too, purple, white, yellow. Strange, huh? What do you think? They are speaking about carrots, and we have only 2 sentences left. So, as you can see here in number 2, are all carrots orange? And they are speaking here about other colors, such as purple, white, yellow. So what is the answer? That's right, the answer is 2. D goes with number 2, as you can see here. And finally, the average. person eats about 682 kilograms of food every year. Most people eat about 68 kilograms of beef, 16 kilograms of eggs, 22 kilograms of chicken, 31 kilograms of bread, 57 kilograms of potatoes, 36 kilograms of fruit, and drink about 132 liters of milk. So what about that? They're speaking about how much does a person eat, how much food, or how many kilograms does a person usually eat, or the average person, as you can see. So what about this? What about this? Yes, that's it. A person eats. And then in that case, he would be with number, as you can see, he would be with number 1. So here are, as we have answered them, here they are, as we have answered them. So to make the whole lesson quick, let's read again and complete the sentences. Come on, you guys, I want you to help me out with this one. The first question over here, it says, onions and potatoes have the same what, guys? Do you remember? Have the same? Come on. They said that the smell makes them different. So they have what? The same what? Come on, can you remember? You see? Different taste, but they don't. The problem is their smell. So what do they have? They have actually the same what? I'm sorry, they have the same what? They have the same taste actually. So if they say when you pinch your nose and eat them with your eyes closed, you will not tell the difference. So we're gonna write the word taste, as you can see. Have the same taste. Okay, so that's the first one. What about the second one? Cooks say the tomato is what? What do the cooks say? It's what? That's right, yes, they say it's a vegetable. Scientists say that it is a fruit. However, the cooks say that it's a vegetable. Okay, what about the third question? Matsutake mushrooms are tasty and healthy, but they are what? Do you remember? They are $2,000. $2,000, it's like, I don't know, probably more than 5,000 riyals. So in that case, what? They are? That's right, expensive. They are expensive. Or at least some people might say quite expensive, as they have said in the article, but not to me actually. I believe they are too expensive. Okay, carrot can be what? What colors did they mention? Can you remember, guys? What colors did they mention? Can you remember? They have said like 3 colors. Do you remember? Yes, they did. They said, come on, the original one that we already know, which is orange. And then they said, the second one, they said, come on, that's right, purple. They said, white. And finally, they said, okay, let's take this one. And the final color, they said, it is yellow. That's right, it is yellow. Finally, number 5. The average person eats about 22 kilograms of what? Do you remember? 22 kilograms of? Come on, let's go back because that one was quite specific. Come on, look at it. 22 kilograms of what? That's right, of chicken, as you can see. Here's the one. Let's just underline it. 22 kilograms, as you can see here, of chicken. So that's the answer. The answer will be chicken. And then they said something about a fruit. As you can see, a fruit. Something about fruit. What is it? Do you remember? Let's go back and look. Let's go back and look. What about fruits now? What about fruits? Can you see it? Can you see it now? That's right, you can see it. About 36 kilograms of fruit, as you can see. 36 kilograms of fruit. So here we write it down. Okay, it became reversed, but that's okay. I believe you know it very well. Alright, so here are the answers. As we have said, onions and potatoes have the same taste, and cooks, what do they call it? The tomato, they call it vegetable. And then matsutake mushroom are tasty and healthy, but they are expensive. Not quite, actually. They are really expensive. In my opinion, of course. Carrots can be orange, purple, white, and yellow, as we have done. And then the average person eats about 22 kilograms of chicken and 36 kilograms of fruit a year. Okay, you guys. So now, let's learn more about vocabulary before we finish our lesson. Here, as you can see, we have find, sweet, expensive, cook, smell, call. And we want to complete the words with the words in the box. We take these words and put them here. Come on, let's do it. The first one. What is that? Oh, it's coffee. Come into the kitchen and have some. Usually with your nose. When you go into the kitchen, you can do what? You can actually, that's right, you can smell the food or anything, the drink that some people are making. Okay, so that's the first one. What about the second one here? It says, this chocolate cake isn't, and then there's a blank, at all. Do you think so? I like it. What do you think? What is the answer in this one? What is the answer in this one? Come on, can you tell me? It's about the chocolate cake. Chocolate cake must be, that's right, it must be sweet. So in that case, they are saying that it is not. The chocolate cake is not. Come on, you can do it. Come on, it's not sweet at all. Do you think so? I like it. All right. We still have more. Okay, the first one, is cereal healthy for you? How can I? And then out. They say surf the net. It means search for it. Search for it over the internet. Okay, what is it? Can you tell me? What is it? We have find, we have expensive, we have cook, we have call. You think so? How can I cook out? Can I say how can I cook out? And they will say surf the net. But they're asking about it being healthy. That's right. That's right. Wonderful. Excellent. So we say how can I find out? Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Finally, the fourth over here. I want to buy a new computer, but they are very what? Computers usually they require a lot of money, so they are what? That's right. Wonderful. That's right. It's expensive. They are expensive. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, so we have two more. Please stay and have dinner with us tonight. My grandmother's a great what? Someone who can make a delicious food. What do we call them? We call them a great what? We have two words left. We have, that's right, wonderful. Yes, it's the word cook. That's right. Let's put it here. It's the word cook. Oh, we wrote cool. Well, yeah, some grandmas can be cool. Okay, finally, this is our rabbit. We, and then her Trixie. We gave the rabbit a name. What did we do? What did we do now? We call her. That's right. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Excellent. Okay, so here are the answers, as you can see. The first one, what's that smell? Well, it's coffee. Actually, don't we all love coffee? And then the chocolate cake is not what? Sweet, because usually chocolate is sweet, usually. And then we have, I want to know if the cereal is healthy. In that case, I need to find out. Finally, I want to buy a new computer, but usually computers are expensive. Then we have, as you can see, my grandmother who makes good food. We can call her a great what? A great chef or a great cook. Then this is our rabbit. Our rabbit has a name, so in that case we actually call the rabbit Trixie. Okay, so here is the summary of our lesson. In this lesson we have presented vocabulary such as sweet, expensive, smell, and so on. And then we have spoken about specific information, which are, for example, tomato is not sweet like fruit, and carrot can has more than one color. For example, they can have more than one color. For example, carrot can be purple, white, yellow, and so on. Thank you so much, guys, as always. And it's an absolute pleasure to be presenting these lessons for all of you guys. Thank you so much, and I wish you a good day. Thank you so much, and goodbye.